Glorio, an angel in training just like Miras, Sidra being the king of the third Makai world. This could all become reality through Akira Toriyama's latest gift, which connects the old Dragon Ball fans to the new generation through Daima. Along with it, there's a tribute to him represented in the ending song where Goku feels the departure of his creator. Alongside that, we have the second episode of Daima, which was somewhat revealing. Themes such as why the Namekians left the demon world and about all pointy-eared beings being Makai were almost made clear in this episode. But in my opinion, it seems that the Supreme Kai is still hiding a lot of things, and this mysterious king who observed Goku's fight against Majin Buu, who could he be? Join me in this analysis of the second episode to discover what we will really find later on in Dragon Ball Daima. Don't be like the Supreme Kai hiding things from us, so don't hide and run to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, activate the notification bell, and let's go to another video on the channel. My name is Glorio, the mysterious character who brings the news that the king of the third Makai world asked Goku for help to defeat Goma, and what is known is that this request came in a hidden and secretive way. So, who could he be? When questioned if he served this king, he clearly says no. Could he be a mercenary, or perhaps a direct relative of the king, since we ruled him out as the Supreme Kai's brother? Or maybe he is the king of the third or another world, or a royal relative. We can't rule anything out since in Dragon Ball, everything is possible, so it would make a lot of sense. And how did he receive this hidden request, and why was he in Goma's castle without anyone noticing? So, he must have a very good ability, and just as he demonstrates in his personality, he is really hiding many things. I hope there's a big plot twist regarding this character, because despite being from the Makai realm and having pointy ears, he really resembles an angel. And if we analyze the Daima trailers as well, we can see someone who resembles Sidra, a god of destruction in Dragon Ball Super. Could he be this king? Maybe. We don't know when or why he ascended as a god of destruction, but he has pointy ears. Who knows? Maybe Glorio is an angel in training just like Miras. Miras in the Galactic Patrol, Glorio in the Makai world. And to avoid raising suspicions, Daishinkan gave him pointy ears, pointing out that each angel in training has a designated place. And maybe that's why he himself cannot interfere in mortal affairs and can only participate, in quotation marks, like Miras, until he really has to fight. Who knows, right? Glorio, who at the end of the second episode of Dragon Ball Daima, comes to fetch Goku, along with the Supreme Kai, who says he has some knowledge about the demon realm. They leave Vegeta, Piccolo, and Bulma behind, who will join the group after Bulma fixes the Supreme Kai's ship. They're already together in the ending scene, where it shows Goku, Vegeta, Supreme Kai, Piccolo, Bulma, Glorio, and Pansy, and with them, a character with an animal appearance. And at the end of episode 2, they set out to rescue Dend. A curious fact is that in the ending, the Dragon Ball with stars appears, and it's much smaller than the one we saw in the Makai realm, where Goma resides. And according to Glorio's information, there are many worlds that form the Makai realm. So, why this glaring difference in size? Although the ball we saw in Goma's castle was somewhat a hologram or magic that kept it there, and it had the direct protection of one of the Tamagramis. Let's wait to learn more about them. And according to Neva, when Goma made the first wish and Shenlong said he wouldn't grant the others, he asked about the Makai balls to Neva, who soon said that if he wanted to use them, he would have to face the Tamagramis. And that became even more enigmatic when Piccolo said he knew about Neva, mentioning that he was a legendary Namekian who stayed in the demon realm to protect the balls there. We can already rule out that the balls were created for some evil purpose. It seems that Neva wasn't the one who created them if we look closely. The Dragon Balls were created by powerful Namekians, like the Great Patriarch Guru on Namek and Kami-sama on Earth. These gods imbue the balls with their power to grant wishes. On Earth, there are 7 small balls, while on Namek, the balls are larger. The balls must be gathered to summon the dragon that grants wishes. After Kami-sama's death, Dend, a Namekian with healing abilities and a pure heart, takes on the role of Earth's guardian. When Dend assumes the role of guardian, he reactivates and enhances the Dragon Balls, increasing their power and the number of wishes they can grant. The balls are directly linked to the power of their creator. If the creator dies or loses their powers, the balls become useless, turning into ordinary stones. Therefore, without Dend, the Earth's balls lost their functionality. But if he just leaves Earth, as happened in the second episode of Dragon Ball Daima when he was kidnapped by Goma, do the balls lose their power? This is a question I asked myself a lot during the episode. And the answer is yes. If Den leaves Earth and gives up his role as guardian, the Dragon Balls lose their power. This happens because the balls are directly linked to their creator or guardian. Without Den's presence to maintain this connection, the balls become useless, turning into ordinary stones. In Dragon Ball Daima, when Dende left Earth, this connection was temporarily broken, resulting in the loss of the balls' power. To restore their power, Dend or another compatible guardian must be present and reactivate this connection. But why did Neva, considered the creator of the spheres in the Makai realm, need to stay there, being the last Namekian? Wasn't there anyone else to take on this role, and thereby reactivating the spheres? Could the Makai realm operate differently in this regard? Or does this show that only Namekians can create the spheres, but another being can keep them in use? I hope this is explained further as Dragon Ball Daima progresses. We also have a theory that the spheres might be self-sustaining. It would be somewhat similar to the GT spheres, which contained creatures inside them. However, unlike that, the spheres in Dragon Ball Daima might have absorbed so much negative energy from the Makai realm, or from repeated use, that they maintain themselves. And that's why, to prevent their use, Neva created the Tamagris. So there are many questions left unanswered, and if he dies, perhaps what remains are only the spheres, and the Tamagris die with him, similar to the link between the Kaioshin and the gods of destruction. It's something along those lines, but it seems like Goma didn't think about that, or there might be something much simpler behind all of this. Anyway, that said, let's move on to another issue that's been intriguing fans in Dragon Ball Daima, with the following line. All those with pointed ears are considered to belong to the Makai race and were raised in the demon world. Recently, in Dragon Ball Daima, the Supreme Kaioshin revealed that he has a connection to the demons. This revelation brought new layers of complexity and mystery to his character, showing that even benevolent figures can have dark pasts or unexpected connections. Along with this, he reveals his ship, which traveled to this universe. Surely, he will have flashbacks during this arc in the Makai world about his life in that realm, and more about his family could be revealed. Why was he the only one to leave? Or perhaps, in truth, he took 3 others with him. This is also somewhat complex because, apparently, all the ships from there only accommodate 3 passengers. There could be some reference I missed, but I hope to discover the reason soon. Not to mention, if the Namekians left from there, maybe it was at the request of the spheres. In Dragon Ball, it's a common feature that many demons and beings from the demon realm have pointed ears. This includes Makaioshin, gods of the demon realm, who are often depicted with pointed ears. Demonic characters, like Dabura, also have these characteristics. In the series, there's a statement that everyone with pointed ears is a demon. However, this is a generalization and not entirely accurate. The Supreme Kaioshin clarifies, not all those with pointed ears are demons. Outward appearances can be deceiving, and it's the essence and actions of a being that truly define their nature. This complexity added a new layer of depth to the Dragon Ball universe, showing that the line between good and evil isn't always clear, and that appearance doesn't define character. If they were all evil just for being demonic in origin, then the Namekians, with the power they had through the spheres, could have dominated Universe 7, or perhaps all universes. But that didn't happen. Another strange thing is seeing Majin Buu in his child form. Majin Buu, when he was created millions of years ago by the wizard Bibidai, was a pure creature of chaos and destruction. He went through several transformations over time, but originally he was an uncontrolled and evil being, completely different from the forms we know today. His original form was the most malevolent and out of control. Over time, Buu absorbed various beings, including the Supreme Kai, which softened his nature and transformed him into different versions, like Fat Buu, who is more playful and less destructive. If we really look into it, he shouldn't have this form, but anyway, that's how the story goes. After all, We don't really know Majin Buu's age or how old he was when he absorbed the Kaioshin's, so it's possible that he did this before even being more than 6 years old. This would make the explanation work better. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the many theories mentioned here. Until next time.